Hey guys, it's been a while. I hope you all are doing well. I can't wait to do this video because some of you know what's going on in my makeup life, and that is I have like this new obsession that I have told myself that I do not want to use foundation anymore because many things are going on in my life. I'm just gonna close up a little bit more so that you can see my skin. Okay, so this is a little bit of a close-up because I want you to see my skin. Sometimes I look at the camera because I have to check if it's focusing or not, because this is not autofocus, so that's why I look at myself. And anyway, so you all know that I've been having lots of problem with my skin, and I have done my blood tests. I still haven't gotten the results back, but I said to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna stop wearing foundation because it's been, I think, ever since my first foundation when I was 13, I think, and I still remember it. I was living in the States and it was CoverGirl, and when I applied it I was like, wow, my skin is like, I look like porcelain. Of course, 13, you know, you already have porcelain skin. So anyway, to make a long story short, I think I tweeted about this, and then Debbie from Debic1, which I say hi to, by the way, many of you follow her also, she said that she wasn't using a foundation anymore. She was just using the SkinCeuticals SPF 50 with like a little bit of color. And so I was like, oh, there you go. She's also, you know, not wearing foundation. I think I can do it. I can do it too. So I was kind of driven by this, you know, if Debbie is willing to do it, why can't I? And then she said something that hit me. She said, so I'm gonna go back to my pre-YouTube days. And I'm like, pre-YouTube days? I said, I also have, you know, been doing YouTube for what, 3 years? And so then it kind of hit me, and I started thinking and analyzing all my videos, and believe me, I figured out that I've started having skin problems ever since I started doing YouTube videos. And the reason why is that I don't blame foundation, I really don't, and I love foundation. And it's become like a ritual for me to apply foundation in the morning. I just love it. It gives me like joy. But what I noticed that was different in these 3 years is how much I would apply on my skin. So prior to my YouTube days, this was like a typical day, 10 minutes for makeup. I would apply my foundation with my fingers like a cream, just a light veil, a little bit of powder, of course, eye makeup, lipstick, and out the door. And by the end of the day, I was like, oh geez, you know what, my foundation isn't on. And I was really annoyed. I was like, damn it, you know, well, and then I was like, whatever, who cares? And, you know, went on with my day. Ever since I started making YouTube videos, I found out how to make your foundation last all day. So I would be putting to my face a primer, 2 layers of foundation, then highlighter, then cream blush, then powder blush, then bronzer, and it was and powder. I powdered my face. So I know that I don't blame products 100%, but damn, if you're doing all this to your skin, like, of course you're suffocating your skin. No matter what anyone says, you're suffocating your skin. And so I was applying makeup, not for the love of my skin, but for the love of makeup. Because I love makeup, we all love makeup, and I adore foundation. And then I learned all these new things about primers and about bronzers. I never wore bronzer in my life. And I was like, well, wait a minute. So that's what it is. I was basically getting these cystic acne that were very deep, and of course this is like years of doing this. Well, now I'm back to not wearing foundation at all, but of course I miss it because I like it. So why tell yourself you can't do something when you like it? So I've decided that from now till September, I'm not gonna wear foundation, and it's the perfect time if you wanna stop because it's hot, and here it's very humid and extremely hot, and sooner or later, I'm gonna be like sweating all day long. So what I ended up doing is for the past 2 weeks, I haven't been wearing any foundation on my face. I've just been wearing a little bit of concealer, and the concealer that's been helping me a lot is my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This is it, and I would just wear it under my eyes and around my nose maybe. Well, today, I've been doing this for 2 days now. I haven't been even wearing foundation, but what I've been doing is that my skin, of course, is getting way better because it's breathing, and every day I can actually see my skin. But today it's the weekend, so I feel like doing something a little bit more. So all I did was apply with a Chanel Kabuki brush, which I don't have right now, my MSF Natural in, I think it's in medium, and this is what I have, just a light veil all over my face. I'm not wearing any concealer, and then to give me a little bit of color, I'm wearing Benefit Posy Tint, and that's all really, and this is because it's the weekend. But so next week I plan to not wear anything, and what I was doing last week is I was using my concealer together with my Bronze Universel, and this is how much I have left after like almost 3 years. And I put some on my neck, and you can't really see, but, or maybe you can, I have 2-3 pimples. So this is going in the trash because it's breaking me out. It broke me out on my neck. Can you believe it? Now, I don't know, maybe because it's old, but it still smells good, but I'm sorry if it breaks me, it makes me break out on my neck. Just imagine on my cheeks, and that's the result of these last little signs. I got a big one here, but that's because I was constantly putting this on my cheeks to give me color, and yet I was saying to myself, I don't have any foundation on, but it didn't matter. It's this that's breaking me out. Not having foundation, I'm telling you, it's the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life, because I've been doing it for like all my life, ever since I was 13, I told you, and it's like taking the air away from my body. The first day I was so self-conscious. I was like, oh my god, everybody's looking at my skin, and you guys know I work in the Navy, and I teach to like men and young men, and gorgeous young men, some of them. And so when they come up to you and they ask you questions, or you know, you just meet them in the hallway and stuff, and they ask you questions, I was like almost on the verge of tears, but I knew that I had to be strong, because the problem isn't other people. The problem is me. I'm the one who can't see myself with foundation. I'm the one who's self-conscious, and they're not. They don't. I've actually asked around, and everybody thinks I have like beautiful skin. I'm like, really? I do? And so, I mean, I don't know what happened to me. And then I also developed, of course, cystic acne, because I was like packing on everything. And believe me, I wore a lot of things, but nobody noticed, because the effect, I was so good at it that the effect that it gave my face was like a natural face. So I was piling on the products, my skin was suffocating, and yet I looked very natural. And nobody said, well, everybody always used to say to me, well, you wear your makeup so light and so nice and so natural. And I didn't really, and this was the result. My skin like suffocating was the result. So anyway, now that my skin is showing through, of course the first few days, like, I did have redness and my spots did come through because I was wearing no foundation, but I did apply a little bit of concealer. And you know, all I needed to do was apply, all these years of course, was apply concealer to the areas, or maybe use a colored foundation, like a BB cream that's sort of like that, you know, like a colored moisturizer, to even out my skin, because all we want to do is even out our skin. And really, I don't even need to do that because my skin is quite even the way it is. But I remember Lisa Eldridge doing a video on like acne, and she said, you know, what we end up doing, us women, is that we like pack on the foundation just to cover the spots, but then all we need to do is cover the spots. So all I did was cover my spots, and then the rest was really okay. And I don't even have bags under my eyes, and yet here I am buying like Armani color corrector and all this, and all I need is just a regular under eye corrector, and that's it. So not wearing foundation has been liberating. Heck, same with, I think Debbie said the same thing. She feels free at the end of the day. It's easy to take off your makeup because all you're really taking off is your eye makeup, and then you just like clean your face and that's it. And even if now I have on my my MSF, all you need is a little bit of Bioderma on a cotton pad, and everything comes off in 2 seconds. And you know, when I don't have foundation on, it's just, you know, just wash your face and that's it. So that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the summer. And then in September, when I do go back to foundation, if I do go back to foundation, of course I'm gonna go back to the way I used to do it. A light veil of foundation never hurts anyone. Another thing that I truly believe, and you might disagree, but I believe that applying foundation, yes, it does protect your skin. I remember Daisy writing me a kind email saying, maybe Elizabeth Taylor or somebody else said that, you know, applying foundation makes your skin protected from the atmosphere and just from the sun and everything. And I believe it, yes, I understand. However, if take a piece of like your skin, and if you apply foundation to this piece of skin every day, you are depriving this skin of being in contact with the atmosphere. It's like applying a band-aid. When you have a band-aid on for quite a few days and you take it off, what happens? Your skin is lighter than the other skin, and it actually looks kind of ill because it looks like greenish. And so that's what happened to me too. Or when men have beards. I remember I had the shock of my life when my dad, I was 8 years old, and my dad, after all of my life, which was 8 years, took off his beard, and his skin was kind of like greenish and different from the other skin. So it took him days, maybe even weeks, for his skin to be all one color. Well, that's what we do with makeup. We're covering it so much that it's just, when we take off the makeup, we do not look natural. We look ill. Like, I look ill, and so do many of the people that I look like, young girls that I see videos. When they take off their makeup, it's like, yes, okay, it might be the skin is fair, but it's full of, and I've seen some really nasty things, of spots and uneven places. So I think foundation can be our friend, but it can also be our enemy. And I found this, for example, in men. Men have a more all over color, which is even, like, and we don't have that when we take off our makeup. However, men, for example, drag queens, when they take off their makeup, you can see that that's skin that has had like foundation on and like lots of makeup on, because it's so pale, it's so fragile, it's so like, I don't know how to say, it's like the same skin as when you take off that band-aid. So I want my skin to be in contact with the atmosphere and the sun, protecting it, so that my skin has a more even color and has a thicker kind of barrier, let's say, like the rest of my body. And I think it only makes sense. I think that if you wear foundation, your skin sort of does need to show through, and at the end of the day, who cares if you don't have all that stuff on your face? Who cares? Like, let's show our skin more. Let's pay respect to all of those women ancestors of ours who fought for our freedom, yes, but also our freedom to be like prisoners of all these things, like high heels and lots of makeup. And believe me, I am the first one to wear high heels every day, wearing makeup, doing my hair, because we love it, but we do not have to exaggerate. Like, I was becoming a prisoner of foundation every morning, just wasting half an hour. It's not wasting because I enjoy it and I still do it. I love sitting down on my vanity, and applying makeup, but my skin was suffering from all this. And you know, like, so let's do this with moderation, because I think the key word is moderation. And I'm saying this to myself also, and if you want to, I don't know, get something out of it, then that's fine. I'm not telling anyone that they should do, like, stop wearing foundation, but I feel free. I feel like a woman now. I feel like I'm not, like, imprisoned with this mask that I put on my face, and I didn't realize I was doing it, and I never did in my life, because a little bit of foundation never hurt anyone. But in the past 3 years, I was really, like, making my skin a prisoner. Like, it was unbelievable. So I always say this with a smile on my face, because it's, you know, it's nice when you realize something, and it's nice when you can say, oh my God, I just, you know, did something that was really bad, and just wake up a bit and, like, yes, protect your skin from the sun, but let it have some sort of contact with the atmosphere, with the air also. It's like, I'm sorry, I keep on going because I have so much to say. All right, I'm gonna stop because I've been, like, blabbing, but that's my new obsession. And I hope you do it too if you want to. Let your skin breathe, let your beauty come through your skin. And like I said, it's not other people that have problems with us. Sometimes it's us that we can't see ourselves, and it took, like, a lot of courage for me, and it still is very, very difficult, because it's like going naked every day, but then you kind of get used to it, and your skin then after a few days builds up that color, that even color, and you're like, well, maybe I don't look that bad. And so now my skin is more even, it's more toned, I need less products, and sooner or later I think I'm just gonna even stop wearing this. Like, tomorrow I'll probably take a picture and tweet about it. So that's my obsession, that's my awakening, and yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't take it too seriously, because like Wayne says from the Goss the makeup artist, and he's right, it's just makeup. But I just wanted to share this with you, because our skin is the most precious thing. And yeah, that's it. So all right guys, thanks again, and I will see you very shortly with another video. Bye.